What's up? And how's it going? Sorry, silence has started the beginning of this stream, unintentionally. But so we are going to be playing some. What the hell? Sorry. Audio feedback. Here we go. Get all that sorted out. So yeah, we're going to be playing some Legends Arceus. I'm very excited about this. I've actually really looked forward to this game. Minato, what's up? Glad you can make it. Sorry for not streaming here lately either. To be honest with you, I've been kind of just wanting something kind of like new to stream. I know Final Fantasy 14 expansion's been out, and I haven't really played any of it. I started it, and I haven't really jumped back into that. Due to saying that, and after saying that, and it's going to be a while before I get back to it. My sub is currently canceled. It's something I decided to do a while back, which is crazy. It's going to sound crazy. I'm going to kind of just briefly explain this at the beginning of the stream, is because it's something I was excited to play, and I just did not have a good first-hand experience with it. Not saying I'm not going to play it. I just kind of want to, I don't really know how to put it. I want to feel better about it when I go to play it, you know? Just want to feel better. Steven, what's up? So Final Fantasy 14, while I get back to it, yeah. I'm going to leave Rez as probably the free company leader. Probably permanently, honestly. Just going forward, if I ever have moments like this, I don't want our free company going anywhere on there, and I think Rez would be honestly really good at keeping up with it, keep taking care of it. Him and Zombie have done a great job. I've neglected the game for a while now, so I think going forward, I think deciding to actually have them as the free company leaders, deciding what happens with the free company on there is like the best idea to do. For all the Pokemon people that don't know about that stuff, I'm about to move into this game, so don't worry. Just a brief explanation. I haven't been playing Final Fantasy 14. I have the expansion purchased. I downloaded it. Started it. Again, I just didn't have a good experience going into it. I'm not saying it's bad. At all. You know, everybody's loved it, and I'm happy for everybody. I do want to get back to it and play it. I don't know. I needed a break beforehand, so I didn't play it for a while. Then I came back to it, and I just didn't have a good experience jumping back into it. And I've been kind of like soul searching with my streams. About to get really back into them. Very excited about Legends Arceus here. We're starting like a whole new game kind of thing. I was streaming that weird dwarven space game there for a little bit. It was okay. Not gonna keep streaming that probably. I mean, it's kind of just not really my style of game. There are other games coming out that I want to keep streaming. Final Fantasy 14 is one of them and will be one of them. But going forward, I just Q's hurt a lot, to be fair. Yeah, I mean, I'll be back. I'll be playing it. I want to feel like it is a comfortable feeling coming back. You know, I don't want to feel like I get off work, I have to like log in 2 hours beforehand. I understand sometimes they're better on some days they're just as bad as other days, you know. It's a very popular game, and I'm really happy for its success. But again, it's been a rough one for me to come back to. I will be playing it, you know, indefinitely. I've purchased the expansion. I'm not just going to ignore that. My sub is currently canceled. So I'm not going to be paying for something I don't play. And again, moving forward, I think Zombie and Rez will really be taking good care of the free company house. They've made most of the decisions anyway, so I think it's like probably what's best. The queues were awful. They're a lot better now. That's what I've heard. A queue of like 20? Yeah, that's really good. I mean, you know, I actually play in like heavy traffic areas too, because my work schedule. So, I mean, I'll be back. You know, I'll be back to playing it. It's just going to be a bit. Until then, there's other games I actually have planned out. Legends Arceus being one of them. I've been so stoked about this. Scarlet Nexus is actually going to be a game. I talked about it for a while. It's been released for about a year now. And I didn't really ever know if I'd ever get the chance to play it or stream it. I've been watching the anime, and I love it. Like, I love the anime so much. Open arms, we miss you. Yeah, no, Minato, I'll be back again. I'm not going anywhere. I'm just taking an even longer break than I had planned initially. So Legends Arceus is going down. Scarlet Nexus will be probably sometime after this. I've loved the anime. I can only imagine I'd love the game. So that's kind of what we just got going on. Maybe some other new game here and there. Scarlet Nexus is good. Yeah. I mean, the game looks amazing. The anime, I've loved. The anime has been phenomenal. So, I'll quit ranting. I'll quit talking. We're all here to watch a game being played. Let's get to it. I haven't played any of it. I have had a lot spoiled for me, though. I've been following this game hardcore, and I'm so ready to play it. And I'll probably turn autosave off, maybe. I wasn't a big fan of the autosave in Diamond and Pearl. This looks beautiful. Welcome to my realm, located beyond both time and space. Is this Arceus talking to me right now? I appear to have lost something. Oh, there it is. Also, bear in mind, the stream room is changing. The studio here is changing, which I'm very happy about. Stacy's family supported me a lot with this. Stacy supported me a lot. Stacy and I both exchanged one of two early Valentine's gifts today. I actually got her a copy of Legends Arceus as well. Stacy's also a Pokemon fan, and she got me some actual like organizers for my controllers in my studio here, which I'm actually pretty excited to put up. Also works with my headset apparently, which is pretty cool because I've got two of them, and that one hangs on well, a bathroom door, to be honest with you. So it'd be cool as well. But yeah, Scarlet Nexus, though, getting back on that, Steven, is something I really do want to play. The game looks amazing. And I've already like got to know so many of the characters watching the anime. Sorry, let's get back to this. Welcome to my realm, located both beyond time and space. The classic Pokemon sound still. It is well that thou art here. Oh, don't you... Is this Oriange? Is he having a video game crossover? Ever get a new PS4 controller? I did not, honestly. I've still been playing with two. One that sets everything up, and then the second one that I've been playing games with. I can't find them anywhere. Like, I'd have to order one, and it just seems like a hassle. I am that which humans call Arceus. It bothers me that some people call it Arceus, even though, like, it's clear that it's Arceus. Now, I wish to know thine appearance. Where's the lack? Why is there a lack of long-haired dudes on here? What is thy name? You cannot escape Oriange. Doesn't seem like it. Tumbles. That is an odd name, but I'll accept it. Soon thou shalt find thyself in a world strange to thee. A world inhabited by wondrous creatures that humans call Pokemon. Pokemon. Them Pokemans. Tumbles. Seek out all Pokemon, and thou shalt find me once more. Making the T capital. I shouldn't have. Been an eyesore for out. Whoa, he is in a t-shirt. Do we go back in time? That is a cell phone. This is not what I expected. I love the music already now. Like, barely into it. This music is awesome. When I hear that, though, I know every person out there that played Breath of the Wild gets that Breath of the Wild feel, just that ominous, gentle musical tones. Like, every time you wake up did anything in, like, Breath of the Wild. Could have chosen better clothing to be in the presence. Oh, do wake up, won't you? Wow. This is how you choose your starter? Like, right off the bat? Just like, hey, wake up. Which one you want? Get it and go. Are you alive, my boy? Oh my god, this looks amazing for a Pokemon game. This looks phenomenal. You gave me quite the shock. Falling from the sky like that. Jesus Christ, you really fell from the sky? Having a blast so far with Legends? I'm really hoping I do as well. From what I've seen, I've kept something spoiler free. I don't know anything about the story. I've already looked at the Pokédex, though. I couldn't help myself. I could not. Every Pokemon game before they ever come out, ever. I'm always fanboy in the Pokédex. I've already been all over Cerebi and all kinds of shit. That was you? Yeah, I saw you log in. I'm sure I'll enjoy it as well, though. This game, it looks phenomenal. From everything I've seen so far, it looks great. For, like, a Pokemon game, this is, like, next level. Like, I see the shadows from the clouds going by. I see all the grass in the background, I don't know if I'd really call those leaves, this random storm that's cascading in the top left corner for me. It looks great. I can't believe it really fell from the sky, though. But thank goodness you seem unharmed. Who are you? Where am I? We get choice dialogue. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, let's start with that. Why not? I'd like to ask you the same. I mean, you fell out of the sky. You understand? Come now. Who in the world does that? I must say your clothing is unusual. You wouldn't happen to have an acquaintance in these parts, would you? Doubt it. I don't know. I see. You seem to be a bit of a pickle. Or to be in a bit of a pickle. You're a pickle, son. I might offer some directions. Do you have somewhere around here you could stay? No, nowhere. I don't know. Fell from the sky, guy. So you don't know anyone here, and you don't even know where to spend the night. Well, this is a proper pickle indeed. Are you quite sure you'll be able to survive? I don't know what to do. Somehow, I guess. Welcome to Isaki Pokemon. I see. Well, no gentleman would abandon a person in such need. Oh my, I'd completely forgotten. I'd just caught up to these 3 runaway Pokemon when you tumbled out of the sky. It's almost as if they knew you'd appear here. Ah, but do you even know what a Pokemon is? Of course I do. My, that's a relief. Though you fell from the sky, it seems we have some common ground, eh? Yes, well, these 3 Pokemon belong to me, mysterious creatures that they are. Oh, yes, and what might your name be? Tombles. Oh, so you're called Tombles. That name has quite the ring to it. I imagine it must have some lovely meaning. It doesn't. Oh, but I do apologize. I haven't introduced myself. My name is Laventon. I'm something of a Pokemon professor. That is to say, I'm a scholar seeking to deepen our understanding of Pokemon. Yes, Pokemon such as these 3. Blast and bother. My darling Pokemon, why must you run from me again? I'm terribly sorry, but do you think you could help me round them up? I beg you. Wait, you 3, wait! Cool. Oh man, I love the fact that we can move the camera around immediately. Can we swim? We cannot swim. At least we can't right now. Don't really have many options. I can crouch. You can center the camera. And you can run. I'm guessing that's our meter. I am loving this so far, though. I'm not even really that far into anything. This is just amazing. I love how it all looks. It looks great. Just amazing. Let's figure this out. That's an Arceus phone. There's a glowing beeping object over there. We broke that screen. Learned the hard way a few minutes ago. You cannot swim. I will keep that in mind. No jumping in the water. You found something that resembles a phone. It's probably your phone, but it's changed shape. You feel a strange power emanating from it. A message appears on the screen. I bestow upon thee this Arc phone, and thy mission, seek out all Pokemon. Let's not talk about that to anybody ever. Well, can waddle in the water for a second. I will definitely keep that in mind. We do not swim in water, for our character can only waddle. I still love the fact that we can actually move our camera around. I know in like Sword and Shield, I'm pretty sure you could a little bit, but it wasn't much, and it was only in certain areas. Just being able to do this full 360 view in a Pokemon game, that immediately is already just phenomenal. The random Pokemon sounds in the background right now are kind of eerie, though. I haven't seen it, but I'm 90% sure I hear them. I wish this voice acting is, though. That'd be pretty amazing. Sorry about that. Looks like we had a minor setback. Good deal. I'm gonna have to keep an eye on the stat there. The thing that sucks about my area is, like, this is the time we're here when the night cometh. They decide to do random maintenance on our internet, Give me a quick sec to make sure everything is actually good in the background. Okay, all is good. All is good. So I've been watching the Book of Boba Fett here lately as well. And I've been loving it. Has anybody else been watching the Book of Boba Fett? Alas, yet another miss. Ha! I'm glad you've come to my rescue, my new friend from the sky. I tried catching my little runaways by tossing some Pokeballs their way, but I'm not the best at this sort of thing, you see. I'd love to give you a go at it, but perhaps I should tell you a bit about these three first. Now, that one is Rowlet. Rowlet can photosynthesize like a plant, and apparently it battles using its sharp feathers. That one over there is Cyndaquil. The fire burning on Cyndaquil's back will flare up whenever it's surprised or irate. Oh my god, the water looks amazing. The Pokemon near the pond is Oshawott. Oshawott naps while floating on the water, and it can battle using the shell-like object on its belly. Oh my, I nearly forgot to cover the most crucial thing, how to go about catching Pokemon. Here you are, my boy, Pokeballs. Throw these at Pokemon to catch them. 50 Pokeballs? Jeepers freaking creepers, 50 right off the bat? This dude's just got 50 Pokeballs in his pocket. Like, I'm sorry. Normally with anime and video games, I don't go that far. This dude's just got 50 Pokeballs in his pocket. $50 Pokeballs. Alright! 50 Pokeballs in his pocket. Now they're in mine. A mysterious ball that can be thrown at wild Pokemon in order to catch up. These balls can be crafted by hand if you gather the necessary materials. But that won't do for an explanation, will it? I do apologize. Let me be more thorough. You going to be using them a lot of Pokeballs? Really? Man's got 50? Back in the day, you only got like 5 or 10? Now I've mentioned already that Pokemon are strange, marvelous creatures. What's so strange about them, you ask? Well, each and every Pokemon is able to shrink itself down to a minuscule size. And that's where Pokeballs come in. That's actually kind of cool because this is the first time I ever think that a Pokemon going into a Pokeball has ever been explained, like pretty much ever. Like I just naturally assumed they just turned into like Saber Dust and went into like a red in what prison for a short amount of time. And like some of the older anime kind of like gave him like this napping kind of like thing, but this time it's just like he jumped in the water. He didn't make it far, but yeah, he actually like straight up said that they shrink down to a minuscule size, which is actually kind of cool because like obviously that's not an option. There is the move minimize, which I guess technically is an option, but never to that extent. And then like they're talking about now putting them in the Pokeball after they shrunk down to a minuscule size. So it is actually pretty interesting because they've never really, especially in the games, put that in depth about what happens. He's like, hey, your Pokeball, you throw it, you catch it, you don't catch it, whatever. Go ask somebody else about it. I don't know. Pokeballs are a recent invention, you see. Throw one of them at a Pokemon and, why, the Pokemon will shrink down and fit inside the ball. Comfy as can be. And with that, you've caught a Pokemon. I know we've just met, but I'm afraid I've no one else to turn to. I'd be awfully grateful if you could catch my 3 runaways. Now, the proper technique is to take aim at the Pokemon, then let the ball fly. It's quite simple. Though far be it from me to say so, I suppose, given my own dire lack of skill in this area. Pokemon can be caught by throwing Pokeballs at them. Hold down the ZR button, I don't know what that is, to ready Pokeballs and take aim. You can keep moving around as you do, so use the right stick to adjust your angle and aim carefully at your Pokemon. Release the button to throw the ball. If it hits the Pokemon, you may be able to catch it. If you've readied a Pokeball but do not want to throw it, press the B button to cancel the throw. So I'm supposing, is this how we choose our starter, or is this just how we like figure out how to catch it? Alright. So we gotta have like an angle on that thing, right? Oh! There we go! Gotcha! Got the Cyndaquil. Oh, wonderful! You've caught a Pokemon. It seems you've quite the knack for this Pokemon catching business, Tumbles. Jolly useful skill to have around here. Into a wild level 40 Rapidash? Holy jeez. Only 2 of my darling runaways left now. Still, this is most unusual. You don't seem fearful of Pokemon in the slightest. Nope, the fuck. I like the little animation that it pops up, the little firecracker in the sky. I can hardly believe it. Tumbles, incredible. You know, many people fear to even approach Pokemon, never mind catching them. Bravo, indeed. Just one more to go. Let's wrap up this sharpish, shall we? So, can anybody answer me this? I don't know how far you've been, Minato or Steven, but like, is there like trainer battles? I haven't heard a single thing about trainer battles, and this is why I'm asking. Yes, I'm afraid that can happen. Pokeballs are hardly 100% foolproof. Give it another go, old boy. Only one trainer so far, so there is trainer battles. Okay, that's interesting. Thank you very much indeed. Oh, what a relief to have them all back. You see, the 3 Pokemon you caught have only just arrived at the village to help with our research. They won't yet listen to anyone. And as I mentioned, they bolted from the village almost as if they knew you would come falling. But I must say, Tumbles, I was taken aback by how well you use Pokeballs. Is it that you catch Pokemon so ably when you've only just arrived here? One can't help but think there's a reason you appeared here and now. This gadget, seek out all Pokemon. That object is an arc phone, you say. What an odd device. Could it be guiding you somehow? Kinda, you guess? Only ones you've had so far were scripted. Interesting. Been catching Pokemon since he was like 5. If you'll indulge me for a moment, there is something I'd like to share with you. You see, I have a dream to compile this region's first complete record of Pokemon. We in the field call such a catalog a Pokédex. Yes, a proper Pokédex is a wonderful work of research containing detailed records of all the Pokemon to be found in a region. But in order to properly document Pokemon, one must, of course, catch them. And therein lies the rub, I'm afraid. Pokeballs have only just been invented, and not many have mastered the skill of using them. Enter you, a person with a clear talent for catching Pokemon. Your goal is to seek out every Pokemon, and mine is to have all those Pokemon caught. A stipulation ripe for teamwork, don't you agree? Or I think he said situation, I said stipulation, but you know what, we're moving on, come now! What do you say, shall we help one another out, my boy? You've convinced me. I fell from the sky, I don't know what's going on, I don't really got anything better to do, why not? Then whoever, from wherever you may be, I welcome you with open arms. We've a Pokédex to complete. First things first, let's get these Pokemon back to the village. Then we'll sort out your lodgings and find you some proper clothes. And a mill. And all that. Follow me then. Onward to Jubiloff Village. Hello Tish, how's it going? How are you? I'm looking at you, Arceus Skyman, bolt of lightning, pillar in the sky, volcano thing. It's funny that nobody else questions that. It probably would have been the first thing that, you know, I would have brought up maybe, but whatever. Thank you for your tireless work keeping us safe. My good guardsman. This young man was of great assistance to me and my Pokemon, so I hope you'll forgive my bringing him to the village for a bit. This way, if you please. Jubiloff Village. It's come a long way thanks to the something. This road we're on now is known to be the locals as Conalave Avenue. The village was built scarcely 2 years ago. There's much yet to do and something. And since we know little about the local Pokemon, I hesitate to set foot outside the village. I understand you must be more than a tad something. Can we adjust this? What a manner of dress is that? Shh, quiet. I hear you. I do hear you. I'm also having trouble reading what the hell this guy's got to say. Now, that impressive building up ahead is Galaxy Hall headquarters to something. Oh, botheration. I'd almost forgotten. I need to go and report that we successfully recovered the escaped Pokemon. Might I ask you wait for me at the canteen? It's just past the bridge here. Just go to the left. The wallflower, it's called. What up, phone? Your ARC phone's beeping. Somehow it seems to show where you need to go next. That's really cool. Use the minus button to view the map on your ARC phone. You can consult the map for guidance to your next destination and information on your missions and requests. You'll also see guidance marks when you're out exploring or running around the village. If you're not sure where to go next, stop and look in all directions to try and spot one of these markers. Then head for it. Cool. So we got this. So, do we not have, like, an option for settings yet? Survey tips, game control settings. Text speed, I'm moving it down to normal. Actually, I'm going to go slow. We're going slow because I don't want to not read shit. I don't like not getting to read shit. Okay, so keep everything else regular. Camera sensitivity, let's keep that. Motion sensitivity, keep that regular. Autosave disabled. I don't really want that. Let's see what else we got. Background music all the way up. Sound effects can stay where they are. Pokemon crawls can stay the same as well. Maybe go up one. Dynamic range, I don't even know what that means. Let's save and exit. Save and exit. Love this music though. The music in this game so far is like one of hands down the best Pokemon music of all time. I don't know if there's a point in looking for anything right now. I'm just gonna prowl around, look around, see what we got. Obviously, it sounds like there's no Pokemon in villages, so that's a thing. I'm just looking around, getting a little feel-ski. It's really cool though. I really like it's just odd to have freedom like this in a Pokemon game. Obviously, like we've never had anything like that in Pokemon before. Can you just do this? Guess not. Okay, we'll get back to the set path. Obviously, I'm definitely going off path. I just had to look around. Had to. It's so awesome to actually just have this. Like I said, it feels so odd, but it's so cool. What up, Sith? How's it going? How are you tonight, Tim? I wonder if there's anyone capable of catching enough Pokemon to fill all the pastures here. So, like, I like the fact that we have missions, and it looks like we have, like, points of fulfillment we can actually go into as well. Okay, we'll go over here to the canteen and get this going. Keep the story moving. Because I'm not going to stream too long tonight. I do want to be on here for a little bit, though. Well, now, aren't you awfully suspicious? Does this guy have a green mustache, or is this just something on his upper lip? The wallflower for Galaxy Team folk only. We don't have seats for outsiders. Move along. I think he really did have a green mustache. Who are you? I've never seen anyone dressed like you are. What if you were attacked by a Pokemon? You'd be mincemeat in those flimsy clothes. If the guard let you through, you must have ties with somebody in the village. Perhaps you've met Professor Laventon. He's a scholar from a faraway place. His Pokemon do get away from him at times, though. It makes me a bit worried for him. Long time no see. Yeah, it's been a bit. After a nap? That's good. Ancestor of Dawn? I'm doing pretty good. Little tired myself. I had, work today. It's actually pretty late here. I'm doing pretty okay, though. Just a tad bit tired, not too bad. I suppose I'm hardly one to talk. I've had some trouble with Pokemon myself. I was hit by a Pokemon move called Thundershock not long ago and had to take to my bed. But the professor, well, I do wonder how long he'll last. Unfortunately, it's just as Akari? Probably Akari says I'm a clumsy sort of fellow, to put it mildly. Professor! But everything will be quite alright now. Tumbles here has agreed to help us with our Pokédex. Excuse me, you plan to appoint him to the Survey Corps? You can't just slap a badge on whoever you like without Captain Silent's permission? I'll allow it. Captain Silent. Assuming the individual can contribute to the Survey Corps, that is. I am the captain of the Galaxy Team Survey Corps. You may call me Silent. Professor Laventon has told me how you've helped secure his Pokemon when they slipped his control. And now it seems he would like us to feed and house you in exchange for your ongoing labor. Does it look familiar? Is it potentially ancestor of, you know, Galaxy God and Diamond and Pearl? The blue-haired lady? What is his name? The guy from Diamond and Pearl, the guy who, I'm guessing it is, though. Right? Yeah, maybe? You look to be 15 or so? Pretty sure that's what she's supposed to be. Cyrus? Yeah, that's it. Quite old enough to work for your keep. It's also the first time we're not 10. That's different. We're not some 10-year-old anymore. Oh, no. We're 15. Actually 24. I would hate to say that. I'm a 28-year-old man. I sell cell phones for a living. But we can't simply take on a stranger who wanders in among us without any idea of their skills or origins. Tomorrow, we shall see if you can improve yourself worthy. Oh, a most reasonable decision, Captain. Now, would you care to join us for a meal? I'm sure you've got plenty of questions for our visitor. That's quite alright. I prefer to eat alone, so I might appreciate my meals without distraction. Rude. Aloof as always, I see. Well, no matter. The rest of us can share a meal. And some pleasant conversation then, eh? Billy, old chum, the usual potato mochi, if you please. But make it for 3 today. Potato mochi. This sounds like a textural overload. Wonderful stuff, Benny. Much obliged. Your potato mochi never failed to please. Professor Laventon, where exactly did you meet our visitor here? Well, you know, that great hole in the sky, the one people call the space-time rift. Our new friend fell right out of it. You can't be serious. Come now, I am a scientist. My job is to observe and explain any and all phenomena. I concern myself only with facts. Now, you already know there are many Pokemon here in the Hisui region. That there are in the grass, the forest, by water, or whatever they like. Our job as the Survey Corps is to research them and find out what kind of creatures they are. Well, we know this much. Pokemon are terrifying creatures. It's all but impossible to know what kinds of powers they might possess, or what sorts of wondrous things they can do. But that's where Tumbles will come in. Oh, Jesus Christ. That dude that fell from the sky, you know, yeah, that guy. I'm just gonna throw him out there and say, if he does, we know, don't go over there. Easy. Easy peasy. Use death for example. But that's where Tumbles will come in. He successfully caught three Pokemon. 3 of them in quick order, you understand. Nobody in the Galaxy team is capable of a feat such as that. This means we can finally begin our Pokemon research in earnest. 3? We have a hard enough time catching even 1 when wild Pokemon come after us. Well, to be perfectly fair, the Pokemon that fled to the beach weren't on the attack. But the key to catching Pokemon is getting close enough to aim your Pokeball well, and it seems our new friend is fearless enough to do just that. If he does, fine. He's just some random dude. A Kingdom Hearts entrance. Does the Survey Corp really have the leeway to be enjoying a leisurely meal with this outsider? Your captain just ordered 10 whole portions of potato mochi. You know, the slow progression on that Pokédex of yours clearly has her on edge. Jesus. So somebody eats when they get stressed. I'm sure we'll start to rein in the good captain's stress eating soon enough. Now, have your fill, Tumbles. And think, if you make it into the Galaxy team, you'll never have to worry about a meal again. The team provides for all its members' needs, even if said members fell out of the sky. That was quite delicious indeed. Yes, the food was lovely, but more importantly, do you remember that Tumbles has a trial to pass to join the Survey Corp, don't you? Not to worry, I have complete confidence in Tumbles' skills. Let's hope it's not misplaced. Tumbles was it. For tonight, at least, we will provide you with a place to sleep. You may use your quarters there. But if you fail to pass the trial, we put you tomorrow, you must move on. You will be expelled from the village to meet your fate, and perhaps your death, in the wilds. Now, they don't play around. Like, for a Pokemon, it's gonna like, live or die, pass, or live or die. No middle ground here. You're 15. You're old enough to die. Captain Silence, somewhat like Hisui, in that they're both quite harsh. Now, she simply puts on a stern front to help keep us all safe. A Sol challenge? Jesus, at any rate, I think it's time we turned in for the night, eh? It's a good thing one can't fall out of the futons we sleep in here. I imagine our new friend has had enough falling for one day. And with that, I bid you both good night. Yes, good night. Hope you don't die tomorrow. A rift in the sky, people falling from it. The world is full of mysteries. Before we move on here to go to there, I'm going to take a very quick restroom break, grab a couple drinks, and I'll be right back. So, Minato, how long has it been since you've, checked out, like, the Nintendo 64 emulator on, the Switch, or the, whatever, that thing? They actually, most recently added Banjo and Kazooie in Paper Mario. Stacy's, like, playing, Paper Mario right now. Or not Paper Mario, sorry. Banjo and Kazooie right now. But I've actually never played the Nintendo 64 version of Paper Mario, and I've been thinking about playing that and trying that out. It's been pretty interesting. I haven't really messed with it much here lately. Really looks like there's Paper Mario and Banjo-Kazooie. Yeah. Great classics. I wish I would have played them more back in the day. You know, both the games were never ones I played. Stacy's more into those nostalgia. I'm still waiting for that Majora's Mask. I've never played Majora's Mask. So that's what I'm waiting on. But yeah, I agree. I mean, I'm really hoping that you can ramp out just like a whole lot more with like the whole Nintendo 64 games being released and stuff like that. Damn! It's actually not too bad for, you know, giving a stranger a random house. It's starting to give me that, like, Monster Hunter vibes in here now. You got, like, you know, living quarter, we got a random chest. I'm guessing we can divulge into and, like, switch stuff in and out. They better put a lot of good games. Yeah, I mean... It's a jug used to store drinking water. Has a lid on top to keep debris from falling in. That's cool. I mean, it really isn't that bad of a pros considering it's a premium emulator. I know it sounds crazy because you can just download an emulator right now and play a lot of these games. It's technically illegal, and yeah, I won't go into that too far, but I don't know. To me, like obviously, you know, I pay the family price, and breaking it down, like. For everybody that I have on that plan, if I like paid individual like plans, it'd actually be more expensive than for me to have the actual family plan. So, to me, is it expensive? Kinda, but really not really. I mean, you know, Stacy, me, Amaranth, and Leland, all four of us already have a Switch. So, and all of us actually paying for a year online, we kind of break even doing the family plan, you know, especially with everything else there, plus all the cool additions we have. Even though they're always nice to see more. Yeah, I agree. Definitely agree, Tim. Part of the family, just like you are part of the family. I consider you part of the family, Minato. But yeah, I mean, I actually saved money in the end, you know, considering the fact we all have, you know, internet capabilities that we can use, online play, and all that cool stuff. So to me, I mean, it's not too expensive. I mean, it is and isn't, you know, so I can't really complain about it. We all get a good use out of it. Plus, we get cool perks. Survey tips contain all sorts of useful information to help you carry out your survey work in the Hisui region. To read them at any time, simply press the up button to open the menu. Then go up to the help screen. Handy tips for team members. Don't wish your toils to be forgotten. Diligent records keeping will save you from such a fate. I'm guessing, so this is how we save. To save your progress, press the up button to open your menu, then scroll with ZL or ZR button until you reach the save screen. There will be an autosave function you can use to have, which we already turned off. Okay, so Now we can save somehow. Oh, okay, save your progress. So it's right here. And it's like your little, I'm guessing your trainer card. It's hard to believe I've almost been on here 2 hours already. For real, for real? No, not quite. I wonder if it's been, if it kept track of like where it was sitting there. Like when I first started the game, I actually had it sitting in here. Because I have not been streaming for 2 hours yet. I've been streaming for 1 hour and 4 minutes. So, yeah, it's a little curious there. So I'm guessing it was keeping up track when I first started up the game, even though I wasn't playing it. That's fun. Classic Pokemon sounds again. Let's save again because it saves so quick I don't trust it. Cool. Let's go to sleep, I suppose. Looks like a slightly better version of Joker's attic room. It looks like a shit ton better than his attic room. I mean, for real, it's actually a room, not just a couch and clutter. Rest until tomorrow morning. Yes. What fuck? Beedoof! Barrel! Butt barrel! Bibberel! That is interesting. The next day. So, shit happened last night. The school teacher. Japan. They definitely have a whole different matter of thinking. Good morning, Tumbles. Are you up? Quite some lightning last night, wasn't it? Today's the day of your trial, so let's give it our all. Live or die, boy. Get up. Where's my sandals? Guess I left them at the door. Nope, they're on my feet now. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Did they automatically come on and... Oh! I wish there was an animation where he slipped them off. But that's still pretty cool, though. So I don't know if anybody has noticed that. We are barefoot. But as soon as your feet touch the ground, boom, the sandals are on. No sandals. Sandals. That is actually also, once again, pretty cool for a Pokemon game. I mean, there's no animation, it just kind of happens, but I mean, I can't, I don't know. There's not just for Pokemon, there's a lot of games I've played where it's like doesn't do anything like that. So, I mean, for Pokemon in general, that is like, that's pretty cool. Did not notice that? Yeah, I was just like, I was looking down at his feet and I was like, oh shit, he's barefoot. And then as soon as he hits the ground, boom, sandals. What up, Rez? How's it going? Have you watched the new Spider-Man? I have not. I want to so bad. I just haven't had the opportunity to be able to go to the theater. Had a sudden house call. I understand. Glad to have you back, Tim, for sure. But no, I have not watched the new Spider-Man. I want to so bad. I really do. I have not had the opportunity to go. Between work, my schedule, money, and stuff like that, I haven't got to go see it. I want to so bad though. Because like I've seen Eternals, like I'm so caught up in the MCU, my gap is the new Spider-Man right now. I have not watched it yet. What lovely weather we've got. Hope you had a nice sleep, even if this land is strange and new to you. Let's get to headquarters. Captain Asylum is waiting. Spoiled adult, I have not. Well, in some ways I have. I know already, the bromies get together. So I know that. I don't know much about it. I don't know how it happens. Some parts have been spoiled. Eternals? Heard it was bombed? I can't say it bombed. One, gosh, I can't really talk about it without giving away spoilers. To me, it was great. You know, I'm gonna be just say it straight out. If somebody told you like Eternals was bad, and they literally brought up the comics, I'm gonna tell you, whoever said that, with good integrity. No, for real, with integrity, I will say it. Even if it was your best friend, and I'm going at this the nicest way possible, they're wrong. Like, those comics aren't great. I have somebody, we were somewhat childhood friends, that had like this long Facebook post rant about how they changed some stuff, and just, those aren't great comics. They're not. I mean, I love comics. I don't mean this in a boastful way, but I'm just being very honest. I have the most comics out of anybody with a personal collection of comics. I have more than anybody I know. I'm a big comic book reader when it comes to American comic books. I love superheroes, always have. And I don't know. One of your complaints about the movie was the action was too clean. Gosh, I can't even say it was too clean. There's actually blood in it, and, you know, a few things that I'd never expect to see from Disney or the MCU. Like, there's a couple splatter scenes, some monster heads getting cut off, just a few things, you know. So, I don't know. I really cannot say a bad thing about Eternals. It could have been longer, which it was already a full-length film. So, I could say it could have been longer, maybe, if I had to complain. I loved it, though. Gosh. I would never recommend reading the comics again, as well. It's just one of those things I've already heard somebody complain about, how it, like, didn't compare to the comics. It is something I always say with a lot of the MCU things, or even when it's Sony or Fox. Like, a lot of these comics came out so long ago, and there's so many variants, and you can't ever compare something to comics. So that's why I was going on that route with saying it. But I didn't really have much of a downfall with Eternals, especially the things that they're starting to open up, which I'm very, very, very excited about. I want to talk about it a little bit more, but they're very spoilery. I don't know if anybody here hasn't seen the end credit scenes, but the end credit scenes there with that film just had me so stoked for the future of the MCU that we're about to get, and this new wave of MCU movies and stuff like that coming out. Again, you know, if I had might watch it in a bit. You keep forgetting you have Disney Plus. I recommend it. You know, if you got Disney Plus, Eternals is it has a phenomenal cast, for one. The film actually has, you know, some comedic relief. It has some pretty good action. That you're just not gonna know who anybody is. You know, that's the thing. If you didn't read the comics, you're not gonna know who anybody is. So there's nothing to lose. Even if you read the comics, to me, in my opinion, there's nothing to lose. Again, you know, I have like a few people in my community that I've grown up around that like complain when things aren't as good as a comic book, or they didn't emphasize things as a comic book. To me, they did a phenomenal job. They really did. There's a lot of ties into the MCU. There's a lot, you know, this new wave going on. The end credit scenes are a must watch. And if you don't understand them after you watch them, looking up synopsis on, you know, more information about them is also a must. Gosh, I thought it was great, though. That was me. I thought it was great. But, you know, there's always people who will always say that. Rez, you got Disney Plus. Have you been watching the Book of Jango, or the Book of Boba Fett? Almost said Jango Fett, but yeah, the Book of Boba Fett. And are you caught up on the Mandalorian by any chance? It's like a double one-parter question. Gosh, I've been watching the hell out of that. That, and also Peacemaker on HBO Max. I've had That's really kind of the only current shows I've been watching here lately. Data? You have it? Gotta watch the Book of Boba Fett. It's so good. Mandalorian I would watch too. Pokemon Lover? Seen like 2 episodes of The Mandalorian? Gosh, you gotta watch more of that. I mean, I know it starts off a little slow-ish, but gosh, if the more of it you watch, if you're a Star Wars fan, it gets better and better and better. The Survey Corps office are here on the first floor. Don't give up. Keep those eyes open. The wild Pokemon, they were everywhere, attacking from all sides. I sent out my partner Pokemon, but against a whole pack, outnumbered. This is what happens when you go as far afield. But the medical corps will put you to rights. That man's with the security corps, and even with his own partner. He took a beating from wild Pokemon. Without a partner Pokemon of your own, you might find this trial particularly trying. Captain Silent Tumbles is here. Vietnam PTSD attack. If you have Netflix and love martial arts type of movies, you'd highly recommend watching Iron Fist. Essential. That is quite long. Oh, a seasonal movie. Iron Fist? Like, is it Man with the Iron Fist? Or is it just Iron Fist? You may enter. Is it like the Marvel series, Tim? Let us get straight to it. If you wish to join the Galaxy Expedition team, prove yourself capable by going out into the Obsidian Fieldlands and catching 3 different species of Pokemon: Bidoof, Starly, and Shinx. Catching 3 Pokemon from the start, no one in the Galaxy team has ever managed that. Did this stranger not catch 3 different Pokemon only yesterday? My trial should be simple enough for him, if the professor wasn't exaggerating things, that is. It's just Iron Fist. It's also, okay, so yeah, it is like the Marvel series. I know what you're talking about. I've never actually watched it. I know Netflix had their own like little MCU kind of thing going on. It was their Netflix MCU with like it had Daredevil, Iron Fist. What else was there? Daredevil, Iron Fist, Punisher. There was one more. I can't remember what the other one was. Maybe 2. I know they had their Defenders thing kind of going on with Netflix as well. They had their own like little canon universe that was going on there for a bit, which is, it's actually kind of went to Disney Plus a little bit now as well. The guy that played Kingpin in Daredevil has actually went into the MCU now. So the Kingpin from Daredevil on Netflix is actually Kingpin in the MCU now on like Disney Plus. He was in Hawkeye. That's a big spoiler, I suppose, that I just gave away if you haven't been watching Hawkeye or didn't watch Hawkeye. Possibly ignore what I said. The Galaxy team does not have the means to provide for those who only take without giving. If you wish to stay, you must prove beyond any doubt that you'll be an asset to our cause. I will lend you one of our Survey Corps satchels to carry whatever you may need in the field. She gave me a fanny pack. That satchel doesn't exactly match your mode of dress. Bakari, I'll expect you to step in if anything goes awry. So upset those shows got cancelled? Yeah, I feel you. Like the Netflix shows, is that what you're talking about, Rez? Galaxy Team's entry trial. Press the Y button while consulting the map on your ARC phone, and you can check your task you have waiting. There are 2 top missions and requests. Missions must be completed to progress in your adventure, while requests are optional and given by people you meet. Yeah. I actually didn't watch a lot of those. I watched a little bit of Daredevil. I watched a little bit of Punisher. I never watched any of Iron Fist or the other show. Why can't I think of the other show? And I never watched any of Defenders either. I do like the fact that there, like, a lot of the fandom about those, and you know, the things that got canceled with them. It's starting. Luke Cage, yeah, that's the other one. All of them are starting to like go into well, partially. I know Kingpin and Daredevil lore. Jessica Jones. What is Jessica Jones? I didn't know about that one. Jessica Jones, I did not. Luke Cage, I knew about. That's the one I couldn't think of. Jessica Jones. Nope, didn't know about it. But yeah, those. I mean, some things are starting to reportedly, you know, add up to the MCU now. I know the same Kingpin from Daredevil has gone into the MCU, but yeah, I never watched really much of those Netflix shows though. To me, they gave me like such a CW feel. You know, that sounds bad. Don't take offense to it, but a lot of those. She's pretty much just like Luke Cage's, or she's like Luke Cage, except don't think she's bulletproof. But yeah, so a few of those were like I was saying, I'm not talking shit about them. I just never really got into it. The game, like I said, they gave me that CW feel, which the only CW like kind of like show really got into was like Arrow. Really got into Arrow. Super strength, and she's a PA. Pardon, Tumbles. Come with me for a moment. Now then, a jolly good morning to everyone. Is something the matter, Professor Leviton? In order to complete our Pokédex and, well, simply survive in this unforgiving land, Tumbles absolutely must pass this trial. And as a professor of Pokemon, I've got just the ticket to help accomplish that. Of all the CW shows, I liked Smallville a little bit back in the day. I never really finished it. Some stuff, it just, compared to the comics, I hate to sound like a snoot after talking about comic books and the shows, or the movies a little while ago, but, I don't know. I love Arrow. Flash, I watched a tad bit of it. It was okay to me. But a lot of the other stuff with the CW, I don't know. Supergirl, because she's always getting her ass kicked. But yeah, I don't know. Some of the CW stuff, I wasn't the biggest fan of. It's one of the things I really like about HBO Max, though. And, you know, like DC having their own like universe of shows now. I love Titans, which probably gets loads of hate. I love what is it called now? I can't think of the name. Let's take a very quick rest break. Give me just a moment. Doom Patrol. Love Doom Patrol. That was what I couldn't think of. Love Titans. I love Doom Patrol. That's kind of the only things I watch right now from like the DC universe spectrum of TV shows. But CW stuff was just a little indifferent. Okay, I'll be right back. Flash was the main one you love? Yeah, I haven't watched a lot of it. I watched some of it though. Wanted to watch Titans, but didn't want to pay for another streaming service just to watch it. I understand that. I enjoy it. I know a lot of people have some shit talk because like Doom Patrol and Titans kind of go hand in hand. They really do. They're like side by side shows in like the same universe that DC had like kind of like created there for their streaming service. And like, see, that's a big thing. Like, Cyborg isn't in Titans; he's in Doom Patrol, while Titans itself like has its own kind of thing going on. To me, both shows are phenomenal. You know, they really are. They both have like a whole different story to tell, a lot of different actors, and you know, they kind of went through their own little kind of universe split. I don't know. I thought it was really good. If you ever end up wanting to get HBO Max, there's a lot of stuff I can recommend on there, though. But I understand at the same time, you know, not wanting to get another subscription. I am at, like, subscriptions up to here, for sure. Go on, Tubbles. Pick the Pokemon that strikes your fancy. With a partner of your own, you'll be able to fight off wild Pokemon outside the village. These little darlings are very dear to me, but it's plain to see they're rather curious about you. Well, my boy, which Pokemon would you like to keep as your very own? Okay, so I'm gonna be very honest with you. I've talked about this before on streams, Pokemon games I've streamed and stuff like that. So, as far as Pokemon games, it's kind of like my generations I've picked have been because of the favorites that I've chose, or ones that I just thought were cool, or just, you know, things that like were very partial to me. So, Gen 1. It's pretty much always Squirtle when I was a kid. I loved Squirtle, Blastoise, you know, the whole, you know, Squirtle, Wartortle, Blastoise, loved the whole evolutionary form. Gen 2 to me, which was my favorite fire-type starter, was always Cyndaquil, which is like one of the more nostalgic Pokemon to me. Cyndaquil, Quilava, Typhlosion, love it. And then after that, I've always chose grass-type Pokemon. I've just loved the starters from Trico to Snivy, and these are completely out of order, and Torterra, Trico, Torterra, Snivy. Again, going forward with that, Rowlet, Grookey, I'm sure there's one missing there in the whole gist of things that I can't remember right off the bat. I've loved grass type ever since, though. So, I'm going to go with nostalgia. I'm going to go with one of my favorites. Oshawott, I'm sorry, water Pokemon to me usually just kind of like not my favorite. Tough to choose. Again, Gen 1, Kanto region, Squirtle all the way. Gen 2 though, nostalgia, again all the way. Cyndaquil. Love Rowlet, I really do. Love Rowlet all the way to Decidueye, but we're going by the boy Cyndaquil! Unless it's a girl, and then it's my girl Cyndaquil. Want to give your do you want Cyndaquil as your first partner? Yes, I do. And with that, one of the Pokemon you caught. at Prelude Beach, which is one hell of a name, isn't it? Prelude Beach. You feel like you usually go fire? That's how Stacy always usually goes fire as well. It's not usually a top thing for me. It's usually about my favorite, or, you know, like the evolutionary chain. I'm very bad about it. Just like talking about it earlier, how I spoil myself looking up the evolutionary chains, you know, with newer games. Before the games ever come out, I already know what Pokemon look like, like pre and post game. That's my biggest, I guess you could say flaw, or, yeah, probably when it comes to new Pokemon games. I won't spoil myself on the story or most of the gameplay, but I will look at that Pokédex, like left, right, up, down, just all the way. And with that, one of the Pokemon you caught at Prelude Beach, for me, will now be yours to keep. Just pick what you like. It depends on the generation, but you think on average you go fire. For me, it's grass. If it, you know, for average, again, you know, Gen 1 Squirtle, Gen 2 Cyndaquil, then every generation after that has just been grass. It really has been. Good show! I've tucked Cyndaquil back inside its Pokeball for you, so take it. It's yours. A word of advice, my boy. Pay close attention to which Pokeballs are empty, and which ones contain a Pokemon when you're out in the field. They look as if they're cheering on their friend Cyndaquil. Or perhaps they're jealous that it gets to help you with your trial. That could be. They did go dashing from the village when tumbles fell from the sky. After all, I'm sorry. Well, not to worry. You two, I'll have you assist me with my research for now. I wonder why they have Oshawott make plish plash as like a sound you read, but when you hear it, it's like but or but something similar to that kind of. By the by, what species has Captain Silent charged you with catching? Oh, that's smashing. All three of those species can be found in the Obsidian Fieldlands. Let me give you some Pokeballs to use during your trial then. Jeepers creepers, how many Pokeballs are you gonna give me? 20 Pokeballs? These Pokeballs may be handcrafted, but they work. A treat. As you've already seen. You'll have this trial cleared in no time. I guess you're finally ready. You'll have to leave the village for your trial. Turn left after you exit the headquarters, then head for the gate. Oh, what a curious getup you have there. I can already tell you're quite the character, almost said charitor. I'm Volu, of the Ginkgo Guild. The go-to choice for any of your mercantile needs here in the Hisui. I've heard talk about you. Fell from the sky, didn't you? Now that's certainly a tale I'd like to hear. Oh, and you've a Pokemon. You're certainly full of interesting surprises. Investigating the odd and novel is key to any good merchant success. So what do you say? How about you and see how our Pokemon stand up to one another in a battle? Sounds good. I like you better and better. What a delightful fun. I've also heard this trial you're to attempt. To have a quick battle. To get your blood pumping before you head out. Though I hope you know you'll lose it if your Pokemon's HP reaches 0. Okay, here we go. Pokemon Trainer Battle. Let's ask about that. Ginkgo Guild member Volo challenges you to a battle with a Togepi. I'm actually wearing my Togepi shirt today. I want that Togepi so bad. Fought. Quick attack. That's all we got. Wampin. Fought. Quick attack again. Where's our health? Okay, cool. Fought. Quick attack again. Is that it? God, I want a Togepi already. I love how they made the Pokemon battles look in this as well. It's pretty cool. Moves, items, use them well, and the world will open up to you. And then we leveled up. Level 6, got a new move. What did we get? Don't know. It's always good, fun to have your Pokemon do battle, don't you think? And as they gain experience through battle, they'll learn more moves and grow even stronger. Pokemon sometimes learn new moves when they level up. If you want to change the moves your Pokemon can use in battle, open up your satchel, choose the Pokemon you want, and select the change moves option. That's different. But so few people have their own Pokemon. If only more knew how to use the Pokeball. At any rate, let me help our 2 battlers recover from their little experience. Oh, nice of you. And to you, my Skyfallen friend, I present some potions and thanks. Cool. You can use them on your Pokemon whenever they might be worn out from battle. I'll be hoping that you are successful on that trial of yours. More Galaxy team members means more customers for yours truly, after all. It's really something. Not only can you catch Pokemon, you can lead them in battle. Now to the Obsidian Fieldlands. When you're leaving Jubilee Village, make sure you choose a destination from your map and tell Ress, the guardsman, where you're going. That way someone can come to your aid if you're knocked out by a Pokemon. Your trial begins just a short way past that front gate. Aight, let's do it! Your tumble's correct. I was informed you'd be passing through. Your trial will take place outside the safety of the village. Please take care to come back alive. Okay, Obsidian Fieldlands. Starly, Shinx, Bidoof. This is our base camp, the last safe haven before you reach the wilds. For your trial, you must catch 3 species of Pokemon, Bidoof, Starly, and Shinx. Are you ready to get started? Oh, Professor, is something wrong? Well, you see, Captain Silent I'm tired. Got hold of me after you left. She impressed upon me that I bear full responsibility for whatever happens to our son guest. That's our unsparing captain. But what help exactly can you offer out here, Professor? To be honest, my dear girl, I don't intend to lift a finger. Tumble's talents are the real deal. He'll pass with flying colors, you see? So the responsibility for him still lies, in fact, with me then. Well, I'm sure Tumbles will be fun. Let's begin the trial. Catch Bidoof first. This is Aspiration Hill. The species of Pokemon you're meant to catch all live here. Oh gosh, it just looks so amazing for a Pokemon game. And along comes a Bidoof. Time to do something. It still goes very quick. The key is to aim carefully. Not that you seem to need my advice. I'm just sharing what I know. Hold down the ZL button to focus on a wild Pokemon. And keep it in your sights as long as it's nearby. This technique comes very useful when aiming Pokeballs at a target or when dodging Pokemon attacks. Bidoof has a mellow disposition. That means it tends to not run from people. So this will be easy. Bidoof first. Gotcha. You got a Bidoof. Well done. Time to find your next Pokemon. Got Starly next. I see it. And we still gotta go through the montage. That's fun. This is Starly. They're skittish little things. They'll run if startled. Crouching will come into play, I suppose. But you should be able to get close to them if you crouch. You'll be harder to spot. Press the B button to crouch and make it harder for wild Pokemon to notice you. Press the same button again to rise. If you creep in tall grass while crouched low, you'll be even harder for wild Pokemon to detect. Gotcha. That's Starly caught as well. Only one more Pokemon to go. And it's Shinx. I forgot there's something I ought to teach you. Since you're still new to this, here's the proper way to throw your partner's Pokeball. As Captain Silent tells us, have an item at the ready, but want to send out a Pokemon, press X. Have a Pokemon at the ready, but want them to throw an item, press X. The captain's a real expert at these things. Okay. Try throwing your Pokemon's ball at rocks or trees, like this one, to have it investigate. If your Pokemon finds any berries or other items, it'll bring them to you. Oh, it's time for your partners to shine. We've reached your final hurdle, catching a Shinx. Cool. Oranberry. there. That's Shinx. Shinx has an aggressive disposition. Could you already tell that? More or less. I thought you might. I can never tell until I focus on a Pokemon carefully. Once aggressive Pokemon get irate, they'll knock aside any ball you throw at them. When you use the ZL button to focus on Pokemon, you can see how easily it may be to catch. The more arrows you see pointing above the Pokemon, the easier it will be to catch. The X icon will appear above a Pokemon if it has picked a fight with you. Be warned, Pokemon displaying this icon cannot be caught unless you engage them in battle. Don't worry though, I'll teach you the trick to catching aggressive Pokemon. You got to battle them. Once they're absorbed with the battle, you can throw a Pokeball at them to try to catch them. By now, you've got several Pokemon of your own, don't you? Like 3? Take one of the Pokeballs and throw it near a wild Pokemon you want to battle. I've got no doubt you'll hold your own in battle. It's easy to start a battle against a wild Pokemon. Simply throw a Pokeball that contains one of your own Pokemon at it. If you see that you currently have an item ready to throw, not a Pokemon, press the X button. It will allow you to toggle between your thrown items and your Pokemon team. Cool. Oh, we killed it. I was hoping that wouldn't happen, but it did. Even in battle, you can throw an empty Pokeball. Would you like to, another time? Here we go. There we go. Hey, there we go. You approach this Pokemon without a hint of fear and cut each one like a gift the sky dropped to us. With you at our side, I think the Survey Corp has a real chance of compiling a complete Pokédex as we've been ordered. This is wonderful. I'm still curious why on earth you came falling from the sky like you did, but for now, let's tell the professor we're ready to head back. Oh, I said you'd pass the trial with flying colors, and it seems you went and did just that. Congratulations, Tumbles. You've taken your first step towards seeking out every Pokemon. This calls for a commemorative photograph. With skills like yours, I suppose this war... Oh wait, there's no war. Or at least I hope not. I suppose this was a foregone conclusion. Now then, would be best to report to Captain Silent. Time to head back to Jubilee Village, eh? In time, you'll be able to send Pokemon you've caught to live in the village pastures. You can bring up to 6 Pokemon with you into the field in theory, though we've never had anyone skilled enough to do so. Come now, you two. Let's not dilly-dally. Captain Silent awaits our reports at headquarters. But Captain Silent will be very pleased. Maybe. Not looking good so far for me. Nah, it's alright. Here we go. It seems we won't have to leave you to die after all. Congratulations. You've passed your trial. You also hold on to that schedule. I must admit, you've impressed me. I set a high hurdle to judge whether a trainer like yourself, or stranger like yourself, could be worthy, but you cleared it. This is yours, the official uniform of the Survey Corps. Get changed in the room you used last night. Then you're to report at once to the third floor. Present yourself in uniform and our commander. This is your official order from your captain. Gonna go ahead and save here. I'm starting to get very tired. It doesn't last long for me. I get tired, then I get hungry. So I'm gonna go ahead and call it here. I've been streaming not quite for 2 hours, but try to make it a little bit closer to that. Tomorrow night I'll be on a tad bit longer. I know you're tired of hearing it, but I gotta do it. It helps my PTSD. Not PTSD. Jesus. OCD. I am way more tired than I thought I was. I'm very tired. But I am going to go ahead and get out of here for the night as well. So I'm going to go ahead and save, and I'm going to get out of here. Hopefully you can catch me tomorrow night. If not, I understand. I will be working tomorrow, so I'll be a little tired, but also want to stream tomorrow. So I'm going to be on here and doing a little bit more progress. Get out to you as well, Rez, and to everybody else watching. Hopefully you have a great night. I really appreciate that. Let's see if that's like 17 times now. Okay, so, but for now, again, I'm going to get out of here. I've had a lot of fun tonight. Definitely appreciate everybody watching on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, whatever you're watching on. I really, really appreciate that. Again, I'm just so tired. And so we got our saves going on where we caught our Pokemon and whatnot. We got our starter. But I am going to get out of here for the night. Thank you all so much for watching on YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook. Be sure to, like and subscribe over on YouTube and Facebook and Twitch. All the good works of everything that you can do. I really appreciate that. But until next time, I'm definitely out of here. I'm so tired. Good night, everyone. Take it easy. And again, until next time, I'm out here. Good night, everyone. Good night. I'm out of here.